What's going on guys, Jagira here, and today's video, as you can see by the title, is aimed for people who are new to the game and they plan on coming in Season 3. So for my regular viewers who enjoy my other content, I do deeply apologise. You may not enjoy this video, but never fear, I will get back to my usual content that you all know and love very soon. So let's kick it off. So you've just purchased the game and you're not too sure what to do. Well, a wise move is to finish both tutorials, also known as practice modes, beginner and advanced respectively. First, after completing these, you're going to gain some extra skill, which is the in-game currency, as well as a basic knowledge of blocking, dodging, parrying and the guard break mechanic, all useful things to say the least. After you've finished with this, you're going to want to head off and do the campaign. For Honor's campaign is basically an extended tutorial, which is a little bit more in depth and showcases off all the heroes. While I'm not going to be able to play all of them, you will get to see them in action, which will give you a vague idea of what they do and what their mechanics are. And when you complete the campaign, you will earn scavenger crates, which are wonderful little boxes with gear inside. Now here's a trick, you don't open them. I'll explain why at a later period, but right now you just want to keep them safe and stored away, and you do not, and I repeat, do not want to open them. So you finished the campaign, well done, you deserve yourself a pat on the back and a cup of tea. Now what I'd recommend is going into the custom game versus bots. Any game mode really, but you got your duels, which is your best to see how your hero does in a 1v1 situation, and 4v4s for a team fight situation. You do not need to recruit them to try them out, which is always a bonus, so you can really see which one's going to fit your playstyle. So seriously, just try any hero you want. Remember though, you are not, and I repeat, not limited to the heroes of your chosen faction. So you can be a knight and play Vikings, or a Viking and play Samurai, and stuff like that. So once you've found your chosen hero, now is the time to get good. But before we start that, go and buy yourself some champion status, as well as recruiting your hero. This status, champion status, you can purchase with Steel, the in-game currency, which will give you more EXP, more steel and higher chances for better loot drops at the end of games. Trust me, it really does pay for itself and you will notice a difference heavily. Duels are going to be the game mode of choice for a new player, and let me explain why. In Season 3 they are bringing the tournament mode for duels. So a lot of the folks who are very competitive based will be going into that to earn some sweet rewards. Meaning you've got your normal duels, which are going to be filled with people who are trying heroes for the first time most likely, or even new to the game themselves. So you don't have to go in there and be worried about being paired up with someone who's much higher skilled than you, as the chances are those higher skilled people will already have took their main into the tournament mode. Also, as duels are 1v1 based, you do not need to worry about getting ganked like you would in a 4v4 situation, the game modes such as elimination and skirmish. It's best to stick with duels until you have at least some higher gear score. Now gear score is the number that appears here. The higher the better. Your gear has unique stats, and I won't go into all the different gear stats which you can get and all the builds that you can get. I mean, that's a whole different video. But what I will say, just to keep this short as possible, and anyone who knows me, that's going to be a challenge, you really want to go and stay in duels where gear score is not needed. Get the gear to increase your gear score before going into the modes such as elimination, skirmish, where gear score is used. In Season 3, the highest tier of gear begins at Reputation 7. So do you remember all those crates I told you to save? You can now start to burst them open and receive all the gear goodness. This also ties into the champion status I advise you all to get, because you'll be getting more EXP, so you'll get there faster, more loot drops, so you won't need to bust open as many crates to try and get the gear that you want, and the more steel, which is going to make upgrading that gear at Reputation 7 even easier. So therefore Reputation 7 should be a breeze, and you can therefore go into doing things like elimination, dominion, skirmish, anything that tickles your fancy. And now for some sweet words of wisdom by me. Find one hero and stick with them. While it's fun to play lots of different heroes, you want to master that chosen hero first. I by no way am saying do not play any other hero. If you've followed my channel for some time, you see I do play a wide variety. But you want to focus on one hero, maybe make that hero your main and then start dabbling with other heroes after you've hit yourself a certain goal. For example, stay with one hero until you get full legendary gear, and then start to dabble with other heroes. You want to work on your muscle memory for the single hero, and then you also want to try and learn the game mechanics based around this hero before you start, dabbling with other ones. Are you struggling against a certain hero? Then just go into the custom game mode. You can select the hero you want to go against. You can select for how many rounds you want to go against. You can select, do you want the damage to actually kill? Do you not want damage to kill? If you want to get better at parrying, put it that the damage does nothing and just focus on parrying the attacks. Or, if you want to get better at deflecting, stuff like that. Yes, this isn't a real fight. But what it's going to do is, by continually going against these classes at progressively higher levels, you will get better against that class. So this is a really useful thing to do. A lot of people don't really use custom game modes. But trust me, if you want to get better, if a class is giving you trouble and you want to get better against them, go into a custom game mode, select them as your opponent, and just go against them time after time after time until you notice yourself getting better. And finally, don't get disgruntled when you lose. I don't want to get all philosophical on all of you, but losing is the best way we improve. It's the way we learn. For Honor has a notorious high learning curve, and just don't let it get to you. You will be losing a lot of the games when you first start, unless you are by some means a god or you're really good at fighting games and you can pick this up in seconds. The vast majority of you, it's going to take a while to get good at the game. So every time you fail, just don't let it get to you. If you're feeling stressed, take a break, just relax, de-stress, because if you go into a game pent up from your last game, chances are you're going to make mistakes which you could avoid if you wasn't uptight. So just remember, relax, completely de-stress, take a breather before you go back in. It is a philosophical quote for all of you. The master has failed more times than the student has tried. You will all become godlike one day. Just keep at it and never give up. Oh god, I sounded like Naruto for a second. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to those of you who are new and seen this video, you can at least get one bit of information out of it. If you have got a single bit of information, that makes me happy. It makes me feel like I've done this video weren't a complete waste. So please, if you enjoyed it, it was helpful, leave a like, share it with people who are new and going to be coming to the game. If you think this could help them, it's greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel and you love the content, how about you hit that subscribe button and become absolutely awesome. Guys, I've been Jagira. All of you have been amazing for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.